Hi Leo, E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities and assistance coming your way, and even be able to look forward to the blessings. This spotlight is going crazy. Please be sure that you listen to your sun, moon, and rising sign as it paints a clearer picture of what you'll actually be dealing with this week. This week ranges from the 4th today until Saturday the 10th. Should you need a natal chart done, analyzed, or even a tarot reading, you can contact me at mentalchattermusings@gmail.com, or you can just send me a message over on Facebook. Now, the newsletter this month is celebrating all Joan July. I implore you to dive into the audiobook version of Unfortunately Francine. And don't forget to stay tuned to Mental Chatter Musings book giveaway for this month. One lucky reader will receive a copy of Unfortunately Francine to read and hopefully review, as it is the bookish thing to do. Now, sorry about that. If you need to get to the newsletter, you can either go to eraybooks.com. The current link to the newsletter is always there, or it should be on my news feed sometime today where I'll be posting it, okay? So check out the sneak peek of Unfortunately Francine inside, and you can thank me later, especially my ladies. Now, anyway, let's talk about some of the, before we get into it, the events we have this week. Diamonds World will be back on Sunday with an event, but until then, let's talk about Tuesday. Tuesday on July the 6th, Diverse Shelves on Clubhouse is hosting Pub Day. It's where they chat about new and upcoming book releases. So please stop by at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and weigh in. On this Saturday, July the 10th, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, The Fort and Beyond chats it up with author Alexandria House. Remember, that's Joan Vassar's group, The Fort and Beyond, and it will be they will be having the discussion at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, Saturday. Don't forget, as usual, you can check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting. It's where authors give their impromptu freestyles according to a subject of the ladies' choosing. Now, if you want to be an artist in Freestyle Friday, don't hesitate to contact Ebony Evans, president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about what we're kind of dealing with this week, okay? Now, while the sun aspects our collective area of home and family, your area of behind the scenes, your area of secret, sacrifice, solitude, closure, and things like that, it's conjunct the moon. Okay, so there are more things that are going to become revealed this week. And notably, with the sun sextile Taurus, this adds just shocking surprises and opportunities and assistance to our worth or our personal resources as it pertains to career. Okay, shocking things can pop up for career. And it will come from behind the scenes. Maybe things that you were doing behind the scenes start coming to the light this week as well. Okay, now assistance and opportunities is aspected you, maybe even closure with career projects. You can look for those to be coming and aspecting too for this next couple of weeks. Now, Venus and Mars are moving through Leo, your sector of self-image and first impressions. It's as it's going over the nodes for the collective, it's soothing challenges that we've been facing, okay? And with Mars and Venus conjunct this week, you will be having those challenges soothed that you are having as far as your image and your identity through romance, money, finances, and also pleasurable times, okay? So, although during this transition, the Cancer new moon makes its influence as well. We're already under the influence of the Cancer new moon now, but the Cancer new moon is on the 9th, and 2 weeks from there, it'll be influencing. Okay, now right now we are still in Mercury retrograde shadow period until about the 7th, but communication is still moving forward and in a big way this week. Let's look at what this means for your sign and the placements that you have within 3 degrees of the degree that I mentioned. more or less. Okay, because that's who it will affect more. That's why a lot of the signs don't go through the same thing at the same time. Like say Mars is in your sector of image, and so you're putting a lot of effort towards your image and things like that. If you're a Leo at 0 degrees, you would have felt that as soon as it came in. The ones that are necessarily at 20 degree wouldn't have felt that. Okay, so as the sign Mars moves across your nodes, that's when you start feeling it more and more. And once it gets within 3 degrees of your nodes, it gets stronger and stronger. Okay, so that is how that works with the planets moving across. Now, on July the 4th, today, the sun is in Cancer, your behind the scenes area, okay, even in home and family, is aspected. Don't focus on what pisses you off. Focus on what brings you prosperity, okay? Cancers, and especially Cancer ascendants within 9 to 15 degrees, I want you to be mindful of your temper today, particularly as it deals with, or even if you're out with home and family, okay? Have patience. The sun is in the area of home and family, but for you, things that are going on behind the scenes in home and family. Now, today it's at 12 degrees. It's directly aspecting Aquarius in your area of relationships. So your relationships behind the scenes that have to do with home and family. Okay, this is what you're going to be dealing with this week, and it could quite possibly have to do with your foundation, because Aquarius is where Saturn is as well, and this has to do with foundations, restrictions, responsibilities that you've been dealing with behind the scenes and that you are dealing with even today. Okay, this is a faded illumination that deals with friends, some of your goals, social groups, any of those things. Okay, and I can see this because I am Leo rising, and right now, behind the scenes, I'm dealing with different restrictions and responsibilities that have to do with home and family, period, even behind the scenes, trying to get goals accomplished so that we have some type of closure and things like that. So I can definitely understand, that. And getting the things that you do behind the scenes accomplished. Today, I have to do the horoscopes. Even though I want to hang out with home and family, I can't do that until my restrictions and responsibilities are taken care of. Okay? So you can see how that can be aspected, and I am operating with patience. Anyway, let's move along to, let me see if there's anything else I want to tell you about that. Yeah, that's going to be okay, so that's today, especially if you're between, like I said, 9 and 15. You got things behind the scenes, secret sacrifice, solitude sacrifices you have to make within relationships. It's aspecting all week, but today especially. Now, on July the 5th, Monday, Cancer, the sun in Cancer is at 13 degrees. So if you have any aspects between 10 and 16 degrees, this will affect you more so. Okay, a payoff could be coming for you on Monday or even this week in a big way. If you have submitted something in writing, this may be the week that you have some information come through as to that, okay? Especially with Mars being and Venus being conjunct in your area of self and identity, you get assistance and opportunities communicated to you. Okay, so that could be through the mail, over the internet. It could have to do with neighbors, neighborhoods, connections, or even a sibling, or it could be through a sibling. Okay. Oh wow, geez Louise. Okay. Okay. This is prompting you either to have strength, or this is where you've had to have strength. Okay, Leo, this is your card anyway, the strength card. This is to where you've had to hold on and be strong. Okay, you may have felt that you were in a self-imposed prison, that you were in a prison locked up, but this is self-imposed. Okay, this is where you were holding yourself away from your emotional fulfillment. Okay, or you feel you were powerless to stop someone from stealing your emotional fulfillment, ruining, being deceptive as to your emotional fulfillment. Okay, you might even be involved with a water sign person, and maybe you feel like you're in some type of self-imposed imprisonment because of their deceit and their lies, okay? So it could be that as well. Now, I believe this has to do with someone in the home, or it has to do with a home, okay? Where you felt defeated and have not had your emotional fulfillment in the home. You haven't had your celebration in the home. This is aspecting this week. It's aspecting for, those challenges to end, especially, like I said, for those of you who have, who are in those middle degrees with Leo. And actually, no, because I think it's like at 9 today. So, I mean, it could be starting as early as 6 degrees in Leo. Okay, and going through there. But this is aspecting where you've been through some type of heartbreak, where you've been stabbed in the back, where you may experience some type of defeat or loss, or you may have already had. Okay, this is about endings with a view toward new beginnings. I know the card looks like disaster. It's like you're stabbed in the back, you're just down and out. But this talks about endings that might be dramatic or harsh, but you may move past them way more easily than you thought you would. And this is bringing you toward new beginnings. This is saying that this is over. This locked up emotional fulfillment, stealing of your emotional fulfillment, deception as to your emotional fulfillment of whoever has been doing this to you, there is an ending to this. And it could quite possibly be an air sign person too, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini person, that was doing this to you. It could have been a boss. It could have been, any kind of partnership where you have felt some type of loss or deceit or deceived, or you're going through some type of ending. But there's a new beginning aspecting you, okay? So if you get any gifts this week or good news, it will pertain to that, and it will start new beginnings for you, okay? Let's see. So like some Leos are moving away from where they live and have to move to another place. So it's an ending. And they might not want to, they may have not even wanted to leave where they are, or may have been forced to leave where they are. It could be anything, there are a lot of restrictions and responsibilities in your area of, of relationships in particular. So, even if you're leaving a relationship, it could open up a new beginning. Okay. And I have a feeling that it has to do with home and family. Simply because you had the 4 of Wands card there, and it talks about harmony and celebrations in the home, coming to a good place right now in the home, okay, or getting more joy out of matters with home and family, okay. Now, on Tuesday, the sun is in Cancer at 14 degrees, okay. This involves manipulation. On that day, on Tuesday, somebody could be manipulating you or using trickery, and it will be exposed, okay? But I'm calling the theme for Tuesday, don't let the smooth taste fool you, okay? That's where the charlatan can take advantage of you. Keep your wits about you and operate with discernment and awareness. Still, their manipulation could prevail on that day, and it could quite possibly have to do with communication that's coming from behind the scenes or even at a distance from you, okay? It could have to do with someone, I think that's directly going to have to do with somebody gossiping about you, because even if it's travel, okay, even if it's something travel, like you might get a ticket or something, so you want to be careful of that. Somebody tricks you into coming somewhere or communicating with you during short distance travel, or telling you some type of secret. They could be lying to you or lying about you. Somebody in a relationship with you, and that might be a sibling, a neighbor, or somebody right around you that is behind the scenes using some type of trickery or lying to you, okay? This is a relationship you harbor already as well. But you want to keep your wits about you, because somebody's coming with some type of trickery. If you sign any agreements, especially if they have to do with money, beware. Watch the fine print. Pay attention to what's coming your way. Pay attention to what you're signing and what you're agreeing to. Okay, especially if it pertains to something behind the scenes that's not open to everybody, or it has to do with some type of sacrifice you have to make. Okay, if it has to do with secrets, pay attention to that, okay? Because you're going to be dealing with that on the 14th. Now, As far as Wednesday, the sun is in Cancer at 15 degrees. So if you have any placements between 12 and 18 degrees, this is aspecting you the strongest. This is a day where you don't want to take anyone's kindness for weakness. If you're given a reprieve in some way, you need to take it and move forward graciously. Don't kick whatever chaos you've been dealing with already this week into overtime, okay? It could be you the one who feels the penalty, okay? Work through challenges with reason and compromise. If the help or assistance you need shows up on Wednesday, take it. Be thankful, okay? And move forward, all right? If you get any blessings, oh, wow, look at that. It's bringing you some type of security and abundance and emotional fulfillment, okay, as the Queen of Pentacles. Now, if you get any type of blessing, as I was saying, Pisces, behind the scenes, it is directly aspecting Jupiter, luck in Jupiter, as far as shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about. And this is behind the scenes. So this could be money coming your way. See, this could be money coming your way as far as shared finances is concerned. And it could very likely have to do with home and family or benefit home and family. Okay. A lot of you this week are coming into the sun. Leo, Mars is already conjunct Venus in your image, bringing you finances, bringing you pleasurable times, and bringing you romance, okay? This is your time where you're coming into the sun, okay? This is aspecting you and making you feel abundant, making you feel secure, okay? This is something that's bringing you emotional fulfillment. This may be even the Queen and the King of Cups. These could be two water sign people, maybe even that are in a relationship, receiving some type of abundance or some type of emotional fulfillment. Okay, this is where you felt left out in the cold, either by somebody or period. It could be like, oh, you felt left out in the cold by spirit. Like, what is going on? Where are my blessings? You know, you felt left out in the cold, and you sat there and you hung in the fight. You continued. You had a test of faith, and you still believed in God or your higher power, your angels, your ancestors. You are going through that test of faith, and now you're being rewarded for it. Okay, because now you're in the sun. All right, now you're feeling the warmth and the goodness, and that's coming in and that's coming through for you this week. All right. Like I said, especially if you have those degrees, you know, and you can get it on Wednesday if your degrees are between 12 and 18 degrees, you know. All right, but anyway, let's move along to Thursday. Thursday, Cancer, the sun is in Cancer at 16 degrees. So if you achieve your goals even on that day, you could be feeling generous. So these are a lot of transits for achieving goals. You could be feeling generous, but be mindful of who you extend your newfound resources to. Not everyone is deserving of your energy or assistance, okay, Leo? And Leos are prone to that, to giving and, you know, going all in and being really caring and nurturing, okay? But this is a day where you could be far too kind on Thursday. So you want to be mindful of that and not extend your goals or extend your resources to people who don't deserve it, okay? Or overextend your resources when you know you should be saving them and using them for something else, okay? And this would be behind the scenes. Okay, and aspecting that with secret sacrifice and solitude could be you could find yourself far too kind as far as maybe even a sibling, a neighbor, or something like that. And you might go overboard. So just calm down. Okay, don't do too much. Sagittarius is an area that trines you, so you naturally get blessings there. But it's also where the South Node is. So you're tending, there are lower vibrational tendencies there in the area of romance, in the area of creative endeavors, and even with your children. So you might decide to be far too kind and too generous and overindulge in that area. So you want to be mindful of that and not do that on Thursday. On Friday, the sun in Cancer is at 17 degrees. It's prompting you to look under the surface of things in home or in secret sacrifice, solitude, behind the scenes. Reality is a far better judge of character than fallacy, whether you believe it to be or not, okay? Or reality is a far better judge of character than fallacy or what you choose to see. Okay, be honest with yourself about financial dealing so that you make the best decisions where finances are concerned. Overindulging in any manner on Friday, whether it's overindulging in food, drinks, alcohol, any of that, it could, whoa, calm down. It could, I'm sorry, it could be disastrous for you. It could bring up a loss for you. Man, you gotta let, hey, this is too many cards that fell out. I can't read these. That's too many. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. All right. If it's meant, it'll come back out again. I don't want to just be telling you stuff and it's not applicable. Okay. Now, beware of your finances on Friday. Okay. Focus, pay attention to your financial dealings, because it looks like you probably could quite possibly have some shared finances that come in this week, especially if your Jupiter is anywhere around, I would say, between 29 or 28 degrees Aries up to Pisces of 3 degrees. Okay. If you have any aspects as far as money in those areas, yeah, because shared finances, yep. And it looks like you've been competing for something, or you either put in something for, okay, so say if you are trying to get some type of payment behind the scenes. This is behind the scenes. So this could be taxes, inheritance, insurance, unemployment, anything through a job, state assistance, government assistance, things like that. And you've had to submit something in writing or I don't want to say it might necessarily not be a challenge, or it's been a challenge to get it. Okay. It's been a challenge to get it because of things in the past, or maybe even it's an offer that you've already put in the past and you're battling trying to get it. And while you're battling trying to get it, you're balancing your pentacles, you're balancing your money. It could even be about money. Okay. It could even be about money. Now, on the flip side of this could be about a fight in a relationship, because old friends are coming back into the picture with your significant other, and you are there's some things you gotta weigh out as far as that situation is concerned. Okay. Now, Friday is the day of the new moon. The new moon in Cancer, you're still willing to fight for that win though. The new moon in Cancer is at 18 degrees. If you have any aspects between 15 and 21 degrees, these new opportunities and assistance will be directly aspecting you. Okay, you got the same cards again. It's telling me to keep this out for this. Okay, remember that it's sextiles Uranus and Taurus, which is your career sector. So opportunities, shocking opportunities coming from behind the scenes, illuminated in your area of career. Okay, this is about personal money, finances, and resources coming your way. Wonderful. Your area coming from behind the scenes. Okay. Home and family is also aspected here. If you suddenly strike gold with an opportunity, try not to get the big head or let it change the good-natured person you are. Now, if you have any placements between 15 and 21 degrees Virgo or Taurus, this is going to come as assistance and opportunities. So it's going to be monetary assistance or opportunities as it pertains to career resources, career money, things like that. If you have any aspects in Scorpio or Pisces between 15 and 21 degrees, this is aspecting for you shared finances, endings, new beginnings, intimacy, things you're passionate about, death, rebirth. You're getting that new charge up in that rebirth in home and family. It's a blessing for home and family that's coming from behind the scenes if you have any aspects between that 15 and 21 degrees. Okay? Now, in addition to that, friction and blockages or delayed opportunities could be on the menu for your placements between 15 and 21 degrees as far as Aries and Libra are concerned. The ones in Aries are already aspecting because you got Chiron there bringing you, healing your area of long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and what you preach, things you've submitted. Okay. The other ones that are coming in that might be a little delayed are having to do with neighbors, neighborhoods, communication coming in from behind the scenes. Maybe you're waiting for a partner, someone you're in a relationship with, to communicate with you or something like that that's been delayed. Okay, you have things coming in that's being illuminated now. You're coming out into the sun during that 2-week period, starting from the 9th and 2 weeks from there. Okay, where you were balancing your money. Now you have a new offer. Now you have some new fulfillment coming in, offering you money, bringing you money behind the scenes. And that has to do with a home, and it has to do with shared finances. All right. So you could be selling a home. You could be buying a home. You could be moving home. You could be getting money coming into the home. You know, some type of money that's behind the scenes. It could be taxes, inheritance, insurance, any of that. Like I said, unemployment, whatever. All right. So that's aspecting you during this new moon. Let's see if there's anything else I want to tell you about. Opportunities and assistance in career. Okay, I think, okay, that's pretty much it. And that's between 15, if you have any aspects in your chart, between 15 and 21. I've called those out. All right, let's move along to Saturday, though. This is a single transit on July the 10th. Cancer, the sun is in Cancer at 18 degrees. So if you have any aspects between 15 and 21 degrees, you want to watch your mood swings on that day, on Saturday. Okay, and treat those with home and family with the same respect you expect to get in return, especially as it pertains to your relationships in home and family, maybe even a sibling, okay, behind the scenes. Hopefully you don't get into an argument. If you need to take a break on Saturday. Okay, somebody could be gossiping about you, though, behind the scenes, a sibling or something like that. You might have to make some type of sacrifice for home and family behind the scenes, something that's communicated to you as far as neighbors, neighborhoods, and things like that. You may have to you know, some secret could come out. You know, you may have to, it could be anything. It could be about you relocating, anything. Okay, but if you need to take a break and think things over, or if you have to go back to the drawing board about something as far as behind the scenes communication about a relationship or about a sibling or about your networks of people or neighborhoods or a neighbor or community, you need to go ahead and do that. Okay. All right, Leo, you've got a new home or a new business aspecting you for those of you trying to move, okay? And you have a celebration aspecting, okay? So be mindful of that. This should be a great week for you, Leo, with Venus and Mars conjunct in your sign. All right. All right. Oh, look at that. And when I stop shuffling, that's the Cancer card. This is behind the scenes. This is also about the home, you know, charging forward in home and family or towards a home. Okay, you got that aspecting too. God bless you, and please navigate the week with kindness and optimism as you want to keep the wheel spinning in a positive direction. Blessings to you, Leo.